Project 28 to 40 gives us 25,000 voices to drive real change.
A lot of companies have made a lot of efforts trying to change things, but those efforts have not yielded results yet. So we wanted to hear from the women about what their experiences were, to give them a voice.
PwC were absolutely delighted to work with Opportunity Now on this report, mainly because it was such a significant piece of research.
We heard from women and men of all ages, not just those in the 28 to 40 bracket, and they told us their stories.
3/4 of men feel that the opportunities for men and women are equal, but only 42% of women feel that way.
Women are ambitious and they are fully confident in their ability to lead. We just need to make sure that organisations like PwC give them that opportunity.
One of the most shocking findings, certainly for me, from the survey was the prevalence of bullying and harassment. So 52% of women reported that they had experienced some form of bullying or harassment at work. And that was in the last 3 years. We weren't talking about ancient history here. Obviously that's completely unacceptable and requires a big change in companies' cultures.
It was really interesting that when we asked survey respondents what they thought had helped them get ahead in their careers to date, men were far more likely than women to recognise the benefits of exposure to senior leadership and networking with senior leaders in their organisation.
I think role models are important because I think people do look for the guidance of people who've already trodden that path.
Find your sponsors, find your advocates. If you want a mentor, ask for one. If you're not having the right career planning conversations, make them happen.
From the survey, we found that a full 9 out of 10 working mothers believe that being a working mum makes them a good role model for their children, makes them feel more fulfilled, and of course, able to better provide for their family.
It's important to remember that Project 2840 wasn't all about having a family. Many of the women who filled in the survey don't have children, and many of them are not thinking about having children. However, it was also clear that for those women that do want families, many of them feel anxious about the impact of having children on their career.
From a PwC perspective, we've now got more people working on a flexible basis and a part-time basis, right the way through the organisation.
That actually agile working will help both men and women be more flexible, more productive and more creative in their day-to-day, and as such you will reap the business benefits from doing so.
We've made good progress over the last 10 years, but I still think we've got quite a lot to do.
It's not an issue for diversity and inclusion stuck in a corner. It's not an issue just to be siphoned off. And I actually do believe that those businesses who really understand this as a business imperative will be the most successful in the future.
The key thing to remember is that this is not easy. Over the years at PwC, we've learned that you really have to have the leadership commitment to make change happen. We're really proud to have been part of this Opportunity Now piece of research because we think that the more that we share best practice across the whole of business, the better the chance that we can make a huge difference.